Hello there, everyone. Talk here with Slick Start Gaming, and welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. In today's side content episode, we've got some harder still versions of Ifrit, Titan, and Garuda that we get to fight. Because trials have both like normal, and for a run where there's also like a hard set, and there's also extremes. We'll talk about the extremes and what that means. We won't be showing those fights, but we will show you the hard level fights, which are required to complete the A Realm Reborn main story quest. And then someone new, a new primal with a trial is going to be in this episode. I wonder who it could be. Alright, we are back here in the Waking Sands to talk to Minfilia, not to do a little bit of main story, but to pick up a series of quests related to the primals. This quest line is required. Well, it doesn't look like a main story quest. It is required to complete before you can move on to the next expansion. You have to complete it by somewhere in patch 2.5. Actually, see if I can find it exactly. It looks like I'm not really sure. By the way, this page is loaded. I think you have to complete it before you can start the patch 2.5 quest. Actually, I think that might be it. Yeah, it is. Which at the time of recording, I'm nowhere near. But I'm gonna do these ahead of time, anyways. And then maybe these will be uploaded in that same order. We'll kind of see what it's like. Anyways, Minfilia, tell me about a recurring problem. Minfilia has need of your talents for a re-emerging primal problem. Oh no. I know you have scarce had a chance to rest, but I'm afraid there's still work to do. The ultimate weapon's destruction. It would seem has served to embolden the beastmen, who now seek to call down their gods once more. Even as we speak, the Amalja, the Ixal, and the Kobolds are making preparations for their respective summoning rites, and that is but half of it. Much to our dismay, all three tribes were somehow able to procure vast quantities of crystals. Oh, my turn to say something. Basically, this means the primals will be stronger than they were before. Far, far stronger. Their previous incarnations will seem as pale imitations. The beast tribes, we believe, began hoarding crystals with a vengeance the week of the ultimate weapons made an appearance. You'll remember that at the time it devoured 3 primals in one sitting. The Grand Companies are aware of the potential primal outbreak. Alas, due to the losses they incurred to ensure the success of Operation Archon, they are ill-equipped to take any meaningful measures. After deliberating, the leaders concluded that they must need turn to us once more. To thee. The etheric waves that were observed in Mordona do not appear to bear connection to any beast tribe. Yet much and more still remains beyond our knowing. We must be prepared for all possibilities. I am loath to send you into the midst of danger again so soon, but none have proven themselves more capable against the primals than you. Will you undertake this mission, Yerinthe? I can handle it. You have my thanks. I truly do not know what we would do without you. Go ahead, Thancred. Ahem. While circumstances as they were, I haven't had the chance to properly express my gratitude. I owe you my life, Yerinthe. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. A string of failures had left me feeling powerless. I wanted to be stronger, that I might do right by my fellow scions. But instead, I caused you all no end of grief and suffering. I swear to you, it shan't happen again. Owing to everyone's ministrations, I am quite recovered now. I have to return to my duties again soon. Thancred's return marks the beginning of a new chapter for the Scions. Let us renew the fire in our hearts and continue to press ever forward. Now then, back to the matter of the primals. With no fewer than 3 of the beings threatening to appear, it is easy to feel overwhelmed. We must take it one sure step at a time. Urianger has the overview of the situation as it stands. Please speak with him to receive guidance on your mission. Now we'll go talk to Urianger. Fun little note. Before recording, I started the recording. I went to go talk to Urianger because he has a blue quest for us. So I was like, here we go. Here's how we start. I was looking at the quest. I was like, oh, wait a minute. This is the wrong one. Where the hell's the quest then? This is why I was confused. Because I remember Urianger having something to do with this. It's just, he came after Menphilia, I suppose. With such knowledge as I possess of the beast tribes and their primals is at thy disposal. Whether man or beast man, we want to seek power when plunged into the black depths of despair. That despair doth begin with the Ul'dah, who have already summoned forth Ifrit. With our comrade Thancred now returned, thou wouldst do well to seek his counsel. Oh, nope, now I need to go talk to Thancred. Ifrit bleeds, we can kill it. Thancred wants you to vanquish Ifrit, and has information that will help you to arrange an encounter. Confirmation has just arrived from the Immortal Flames. 'Tis as Urianger said, I fear. The Ul'dah have already summoned Ifrit. A confrontation with the Lord of the Inferno is inevitable. I would like nothing more than to lend you my blade, but the students of Baldessian insisted that I refrain from taking to the field where it concerns primals. I know not the workings of it, but it would seem that recent events have left me especially susceptible to tempering. As much as I hate missing out on the fun, for everybody's sake, I must sit this one out. Instead, I will opt to focus on gathering and analyzing data. Now, the Immortal Flames have already conducted a preliminary investigation into Ifrit. They may well have information that will be of some use to you. Do pay visits to the Hall of Flames and speak with Commander Swift. One last thing before you depart. Doubtless you remember Menphilia's words, but this Ifrit is a far cry from the primal you first defeated. You want to assemble your most dependable comrades for the mission. Be safe, my friend. Alright, let's go to Ul'dah. Oh, no, that's right. They're right over here. What the hell? Oh, right. That's... We're saving that quest for later, too. I forgot that was there. Ah, you're they. We thank you for coming. The Flame General will be heartened to hear that you have answered the call. As we have already relayed to the Waking Sands, Ifrit is returned. For the sake of peace in the region, we humbly request that you vanquish him. The primal must be found in his domain, the Bowl of Embers. To get there, you must use the Beastman Aetheryte, found within the depths of Zaharak, the Ul'dah stronghold. The Ul'dah have constructed their own Aetheryte from salvaged Aetheryte shards. This being the case, you should be able to use it without problem. No doubt you already know this from your fellow Scions, but the present incarnation of Ifrit is far stronger than the last. Facing him with any fewer than 7 of your stoutest comrades would be ill-advised. That's all the intelligence we have to share. The rest is in your hands. I shall pray for your victory and safe return. So, when we first fought Ifrit, Titan, and Garuda, we did it with ourselves and 3 other allies. This time we're doing it with 7. Much like we did when we went to... What was it we did at a full group of 8? I don't remember. I know we did something. Didn't we? Could have sworn. Maybe not. But from here on out, all trials will be 8-man trials. 4-man trials are a thing of the past. Oh, I need to go this way first. Something I am going to mention, though, is despite the fact that we have gone on White Mage for every encounter, like all of our trials and dungeons that we've done through the main storyline of A Realm Reborn, we are not going to be taking White Mage to these things during the patch quests. I'll do it for like the main story quest, but like anything that's like a dungeon or a trial or anything else similar, we're gonna do it with a different class for the simple reason of our White Mage is already level 55. It's already halfway to the level cap of Heavensward, which is fucking wild. Did not think that was gonna happen, but it did. So we're gonna use other classes so that I don't take White Mage even further past the level, or even further beyond. I'll probably be mixing it up between a few different ones. I don't know what I'll do for each thing, but we'll just see how it goes. It's kind of going to depend on whatever my mood is and what we're doing. But let's attune to the ether right here. And now, the Bowl of Embers Hard is now accessible. Yeah, that's what it's called. The Bowl of Embers Hard. So let's do this as I'm kind of feeling. Originally, I was kind of thinking about Dragoon because I like Dragoon. Then I was thinking Monk. Let's go with Monk. I think that sounds fun. Wait, can I do this with NPCs? I'm curious. No, we cannot. We have to do this with real people. Well, let's sign up. Of course, we gotta wait for people to be available. That's gonna be a thing. And I am actually gonna take a risk here. I'm gonna use one of our Vesper Bay Aetheryte tickets. We're just gonna head back to the Waking Sands because I think after we're done here, we'll just need to go back there. Either that or we'll go to Ul'dah. I don't quite remember. Or it'll pull us right back there. I really don't know what's going to happen. We're just going to go over here and we're going to wait. We're going to wait for our duty to pop. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. I know the average wait time says 6 minutes. That's often a lie. Sometimes things happen sooner. Sometimes things take later. Actually, you know what I really could do instead of just being here? There's a smarter thing for me to do. Oh yeah, and the next quest, it says here, in for Garuda Awakening, but it's red. Why is it red? Why can't we accept that? Let's click on it and just find out. I mean, I know why, but... we have to complete the Bowl of Embers Hard before we can accept the next quest. That's how it goes. Alright, I'm gonna go to Gridania now, because I'm actually gonna go to our market board. I'm just gonna spend a little bit of the time that we have just putting some more things on there because it's something that's sold since I last touched our retainers. I've been trying to sell a lot of the fish that I was catching from Fisher Quests and all of the equipment that I don't need. I'm not allowed to sell everything because anything that like I wore and it got bound to me, I can't sell on the market board. There's no re-gifting. And you also notice that my Salacy here is level 50 Conjurer for their retainer stuff. And I made Bristula a miner. And they're currently out on adventure right now. Fun times. Oh, only 2 things sold? Jeez. Alright, well, let's throw another fish up here. Actually, I want to put up, now that I think about it, I don't want to put up a fish. I want to put up some stuff from our gathering quest. Dark Steel Ore. How much does it sell for? Yeah, let's put that up. And then I'll do the botanist equivalent onto Bristula's market. which was spruce log. Oh, that's not where I wanted it. Sell items, please. Ooh, that's a nice outfit that guy's wearing. I think I know what that is. That's a wicked looking axe, too. Oh, yeah. This outfit is from the latest fight. It's called Chaotic. And it's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. He's actually got the whole set. Well, he doesn't have the headpiece yet. War Axe Eternal? No, it's a sharpened axe to the blooded or that. Ooh. That's a cool axe. Not gonna lie. I wonder what I would look like in this gear. Let's click try on. I'm curious. I just want to see. Oh, that is cool. That looks so good. I wonder what the colors would be. I'm spending some time here because I mean, we're waiting for our duty to pop. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just have some fun. Oh God, I hate that blue on that. Ugh. What about white? On oh nope. I want the red to say there. Die too though. What would that be if it was white? Oh ew. Actually, ooh, that's better. What if I reverse it? Ooh, that's even better. What about gold? Oh, that's silver though. What about metallic red? I don't like the metallic red as much. For some reason, metallic red just comes out as pink. Ooh, that blue. That's pretty nice looking, actually. There's a lot of good colors here. Oh! Ooh! That looks like poison! Oh my god, that's such good look. Horrible with the gold. Horrible with the white. Well, actually not horrible. This looks like a Power Ranger. Which I actually don't hate. Okay, I'm sick of looking at things. Game, let me fight Ifrit, please. Alright, let's fight Ifrit. We're gonna punch him. A lot. Probably. This fight will also be different than regular Ifrit. Hopefully, if we don't have a bunch of people who are too good at the game, then we'll kill them too quickly. Could happen. One of the DPS has not joined yet. DPS, please. Uh-oh. Ah, damn it. There we go. We got a new replacement. Come on, guys. There we go. Oh boy! Well, I like how our outfit looks here. Oh! Shit! That hurt me. Man, trying a second wind to help out my healing. Stop knocking me away. That's very rude, Ifrit. Perfect balance! Do it again. We're actually doing snap punch from the side. There we go. Boy, Ifrit, you just like to knock us away, don't you? Oh, get away from that. Get away from that. Don't be near the edges. Oh, we have infernal nails. We need to destroy these or we will perish. That's all of them. Good job, team. Oh! Wow, that outright killed me. Okay, there we go. Oh, dang it, somebody else using their level 3 limb break. I was really hoping I would. Actually, it got canceled because Ifrit went into a phase. I am in pain. I want to use my limit break. No! Dang it, Dancer! Oh well, it's fine. I guess I'll give a commendation to the Dancer. And there's loot! Ooh, buddy. Oh. So we got a cool thing. There are two things of loot there. A weapon, an Ifrit designed weapon, and a copper that when I open it as whatever class I am, will give me a weapon, an Ifrit weapon for that class. So let's just see, let's do that on Monk, what the Ifrit Monk weapon looks like. We'll see if it's something cool. Oh, it's also better than what we currently have. Oh, baby. Let's equip it then. Look at that. We're punching with Ifrit's horns now. I kind of love it, honestly. Not gonna lie. Alright, but we did that. So let's go back now to the Waking Sands. Oh, I failed to jump over the fence. We know Papa Limo has our next quest. It's going to be for fighting Garuda. Which means we'll be doing Titan last. So we're changing the order up a little bit from when we originally fought them. In for Garuda Awakening. Papa Limo would have you vanquish Garuda, who's returned, stronger and bloodthirstier than before.
Ah, Yaren Thame, I hear you triumphed over Ifrit yet again. Of course, this is no less a feat than I would expect of a warrior of light, but well done all the same. Now, I full had a mind to crack open a bottle of 1547 Bacchus, but the celebration must keep. Garuda, I'm afraid to say, has also returned. As you well know, Garuda's appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals. Oh, not to dishearten you, but in her latest incarnation, that appetite has become nigh insatiable. In the short time since her return, she has already wreaked tremendous havoc. You must send her back to the ether before she can do any more damage. In the meantime, Ida and I will assist the Order of the Twin Adder in their recovery effort. When you previously faced Garuda, 'twas the Enterprise that bore you through the storm that shielded her domain. Well, That storm was a spring breeze beside what she has raised this time. No airship could hope to penetrate it. And so, we must count ourselves fortunate that the Order of the Twin Adder a chance to discover a beastman aetheryte leading to the Howling Eye. Before you do aught else, I suggest you pay a visit to the Adder's Nest and have words with Commander Hello. He'll be able to tell you about the said aetheryte, among other things. Make no mistake, the Lady of the Vortex will prove a formidable opponent, but I believe that you can weather the storm. May the 12 keep you safe.
We gotta go to Gridania. Which way am I going? This way. I like that sound effect. It's like they're lighting on fire when I pull them out. That's pretty cool. Ah, Lieutenant Xantok, we're grateful for your aid. As you will already know, the accursed Ixal have summoned Garuda once more. Since her return, she has wasted no time unleashing her fury upon the region. Extensive damage has been reported in both the Trellswood and Kurthus. She must be stopped, and soon, lest more lives be lost. In the name of the Elder Seedseer, I humbly request you put an end to her reign of terror. As in the past, Garuda keeps her court within the Howling Eye, which is perpetually protected by a raging tempest. Fortunately, we have learned of an alternate way into her domain. The Ixal have constructed an aetheryte within Nadaland, their stronghold in the central highlands of Kurthus. This aetheryte will take you to Garuda's tempestuous realm. We owe this discovery to the Ishgardians, who the Elder Seedseer says desire to pay their kindness Wait, let's say that again. We owe this discovery to the Ishgardians, who the Elder Seedseer says desire to repay the kindness that you showed them. For the sake of our people, as well as theirs, may your mission be met with success. Alright, to Kurthus. Now we're not going to do Monk for Garuda, we're going to switch it up. I'm thinking we go as Ninja. I think that'll be fun. So as we fly there, let's go ahead and switch to Ninja. And we gotta go attune to another aetheryte. I really like the colors here. Pretty nice. And with that, the Howling Eye Hard is now accessible. Let's go in. Oh, that's a big payday. Oh, I love what we just sold in the markets. Very nice. All right, it's time to take Garuda down again. So much green. Let's do this! Oh god, that's covering up my buttons. That's kind of a problem. There's 8 people. Where'd she go? Oh, we're getting behind rocks. Okay. Ow! Alright, there are plumes on the map. We need to go kill the plumes. There's one more. Where is it? Okay, it's gone. Alright, she's getting close to being dead. We're not even getting close to our limit break, unlike with Ifrit. Jeez. Uh-oh. Oh, nope, we were able to kill her. She summoned her friends there, but we beat her before it mattered. Alright, we'll get a commendation to the Bard, and let's see if we can get some loot. Not that one. We got another copper, though. Hell yeah. Let's open it up and see what ninja weapon looks like. Garuda's plumes. I don't know. Not the biggest fan. They're okay. Alright, well, with that, let's go back to the Witching Sands once more. Our next quest, I believe, will come from Ul'dah, since she was the Limsa scion. There it is. In a Titan spot, Ul'dah would entrust you with the titanic task of defeating a greatly strengthened Titan. So, both Ifrit and Garuda are now vanquished by your hands. Truly, you have earned yourself a rest. Would that you had the luxury of time to enjoy it. It pains me to say that Titan is also returned, and with a vengeance. As was the case with his primal brethren, he has grown stronger than he was before. When I went about my investigation, all indications suggested that the kobolds were nowhere near ready to resume their summoning rites. But it turns out they were deceiving us. I should have known better. The kobold's subterranean domain runs deep. They can easily hoard crystals, with our being none the wiser. And a vast hoard it must have been. Till now, Garuda was the most powerful among the 3 recently active primals. But according to our latest readings, Titan has usurped that honor. A primal's might is determined by 2 factors: the amount of crystals it is gorged upon, and the fervor of its believers. I would like nothing more than to measure precisely how strong the Lord of Cracked has become, but I fear the time for such prudence has run out. we have already received an official request for assistance from the Maelstrom. As you might expect, it is addressed to you. For your previous encounter with Titan, you traveled to his dominions by way of the Aetheryte, first discovered by the Company of Heroes. Sad to say, this Aetheryte no longer seems to respond. But do not despair, for the Maelstrom has reportedly found another in its place. You'll want to speak with Commander Riki at Maelstrom Command for the details. I cannot stress this enough, but Titan has grown fearsome strong. See to it you spare no preparation. Yes, ma'am. To Limsa Lamensa we go. Ah, Yerinte the Scions. Your presence is most welcome. I'm chagrined that we must turn to you again to lay Titan low. No doubt this is yesterday's news to you, but the Lord of Crags has returned more ferocious and formidable than he was before. We cannot fathom how the kobolds were able to obtain such vast stores of crystals, and in so short a time. We will learn the answer in the coming moons, I suspect, but first things first. We need you to vanquish Titan before he and the kobolds have a chance to wreak havoc on Limsa Lamensa. You have failed the primal before, and we believe that you can emerge victorious once more. We've learned of a new Aetheryte that will take you to the navel. It's situated deep within Ugamaro Mines. Not the most convenient of locations, admittedly, so you'll need to cut yourself a path. Please make all haste. Titan's mere presence emboldens the kobolds, and it is only a matter of time before they move in force against us. May the Navigator guide you on your way, Yerinte. Alright, so once we teleport there, we're gonna mix up our class again. I'm kind of hoping like each time like we get a copper, we get to have a new weapon for each of these classes. It's fun that way. But let's start flying over. And I decided, I was kind of thinking about it earlier, we're gonna go with Warrior. There shouldn't be too much I really have to do tanking wise as far as responsibilities are concerned. So I have no tank anxiety doing this. Other fights I might have some tank anxiety, but not this one. With Garuda, I considered doing Warrior or Paladin. I was like, I don't know what the deal is going to be with the feathers exactly, and with her summoning Suparna and Charada, so let's just play it safe. Titan, I know what Titan's going to do. What the hell? Oh, there's an S rank or an A rank spawned in here? That's a terrible place. Game, I disagree with that practice. Can I not go? Oh, I went too far. I want to go this way. In here! You're facing away from the crystal. Okay. Well, let's sign up for the Naval Hard. It's now accessible. Let's take this rock down. All right. It's time for Titan. Oh, I need to move these still at some point. Oh, God. Alright, he's jumped up, he's disappeared. He's going to do what he did a long while back and start shrinking our arena. And there he goes again. Let's re-up our Storm's Light, get Inner Beast. That would feel like he's taking longer to take down than both Garuda and Ifrit did. I mean, he's supposed to be the strongest one, so hey. Uh-oh, there's rocks. Alright, I'm safe over here. Oh, I used Infuriate. Hopefully, we have to keep this. Are you going into your heart? Yep, Titan's heart. We're gonna break that down. Uh-oh. Jun Kazama. In a granite jail. Let's break her out. Alright, she's free. Keep breaking Titan's heart. And now, the final phase. Oh, I used it too early. He's still invulnerable. Gosh darn it. Oh, Jesus. He is hitting us hard. Oh, bombs again. Holy balls. Alright, he's almost down. Who's using this? Ah, one of the mages. Oh, all of our DPS are casters. Wow. Oh, for a second there, I thought he was aggroed on me. It's almost done. Crumble, Titan. Oh my god. A lot of people are dead. Oh, somebody got level 100. Congratulations. Alright, I'm gonna give the Alright, I'll give it to June. Oh, we got the weapon and the coffer. Oh, sweet. So, in that case, I don't need to use the coffer on Warrior. Let's go ahead and equip the Axe of Crags. Look at that thing. It's impressive, honestly. I honestly don't like most of Titan's weapons, but the Axe of Crags is pretty fucking cool. I gotta say, I'm a big fan. It gives me Astaroth vibes from Soul Calibur. Now, what do I want to use the weapon coffer on? I'm kind of feeling... Actually, you know what I should think about using it on? Our white mage. Still just has a level 44 weapon. That's our main class. I mean, we're gonna get it on them. So now we're gonna get the Cane of Crags. And it's kind of dumb. It's dumb looking. Oh, I do like that there's some like little leaves growing on top. I've never noticed that before. But otherwise, it's dumb. The worst one though is the Dragoon. It's literally just a stick of rocks. But look at that. Alright, let us go back to the Wicking Sands once more. Because I think there should be another quest, to my awareness. But we've already fought all three. I'm not sure what to expect moving forward. Oh, wait, I think I know what this is. So now I really remember why Urion J. He's the one that has these. So then we have Primal Fear, Primal Awakening, and Primal Nature. Oh god, which is which? Primal Fear. Don't think that's the one I want to do yet. Yeah, no. Primal Awakening. Urion. Oh, yeah, I know what that is now. We do want to do that later as well. Primal Nature, though. Primal Nature is going to be part of a quest chain where we are fighting even harder versions of Titan, Ifrit, and Garuda. These ones are just... These are going to look what we call extreme trials, which is what people call like the highest difficulty for trials. We're not really going to do these normally, is what I mean to say here. We'll be doing these separately. I'm gonna get somebody on to help me go through and just basically murder them in seconds, because I'm not gonna... People don't want to do this at this point in the game anymore. No one wants to do this normally, so we're not going to. I'll accept that quest a later time, and we'll just deal with it then. But for now, we beat the hard modes. And these extreme quests, by the way, are optional. The hard ones we had to do for MSQ, but not the extremes. And the other things that Urange here has here are also completely optional. There's one other bit of side content that will be required. I'm not sure when it's going to be recorded or uploaded, but I'll have to tackle that eventually as well. But for now, hard mode's done. Alright, Urange, what kind of primal nonsense do you have for me today? Oh, this one, Primal Fear. Urianger looks beseechingly in your direction, fear in his eyes. Uh-oh. Friend to the dawn, hear my plea. Tidings most ominous arrive from Gridania. A primal walketh the shroud. Those who have borne the eldritch spirit to witness and return to tell the tale. A vow that ne'er before had they seen it like. The god's quiver doth investigate as we speak, and meseems Bolor Lewin would welcome a capable adventurer's helping hand. Pray, hie thee to the seat of the first bow, and shine thy light upon the matter. You can keep those other quests for right now, Urianger. Let's go to Gridania, our home. Will that make the Wicked Sands our home away from home? Probably. At least for now. At least actually at this point in the MSQ, is it? I don't know what timelines. Shut my mouth. Ignore me. For I may be speaking future spoilers and I don't know it yet. Probably not. Probably not. We've probably changed that, but actually no, I know we definitely have. What am I talking about? I'm crazy. Lord Lewin. Oh, you're not the Lord. Let me in. Oh, okay. Oh, you just go right in there. Thanks. Zantark, I have heard much of your deeds in recent days. You come to lend your strength to the primal investigation, yes? Your aid is most welcome. Actually, I'm going to switch to different class because these are giving me experience points, and I don't want White Mage to get them. Let's pick Summoner. Sure. Who was that man in black? Oh, Lord Lewin, would have you ascertained the veracity of the ominous rumors circulating about Gridania of late? I shall proceed directly to the matter at hand. Though still unsubstantiated, ill rumors stir amongst the townspeople of late. Rumors of a shadow-clad knight who rides in the shroud. Under normal circumstances, I would pay such idle ghost stories little heed. This time, however, we have reason to suspect... but we have not the gain by rushing to judgment. I would have you go to the streets, then talk. Speak of the people, and hear their words with your own ears. Oh boy. Before we do that, hey Carbuncle, you want to come help me out, buddy? Hey, there you are. When am I going to learn about changing your color? I haven't seen the quest for it. I'm kind of confused about that. Wonder if I can find out. Oh, that's not a door. We need to go talk to some people here in Gridania and ask them, hey, have you heard anything about a guy in black, apparently? Oh god, don't let it be another Ascian. The Ghost Knight. Oh, I saw him. Clad from head to toe in armor that seemed forged from shadow itself. Galloping through the shroud atop his hellsborn steed. Mark my words, the trees themselves were quivering in fear that night. Not slept a wink since I returned. That sounds ominous. A guy in black armor, on a horse, in a Final Fantasy game. Nah, I got nothing. Next up, we'll just go to the main Ifrit Plaza. That'll be easy. Yeah, I saw the Black Knight, after which I promptly fled for my dear life. Should you end up in my position, you'd be wise to do the same. I have my pride, but I'm not fool enough to cast my life away. Besides, one look was enough to know this is a manifestation of pure evil. We're ready to turn that massive sword against Gridania. All our lances as one could not hope to stand in his way. Oh dear. That does sound like a problem. Should we do something about it? Maybe. I'll think about it. Ah! Well, don't sneak up on me like that, friend. Oh no. Forgive me. Ever since espying a glimpse of that ghastly horseman, my heart won't stop racing. I knew the elementals would punish us sooner or later for daring to disobey their will. This is surely a sign of sinister happenings to come. Ooh. They're all talking this up quite a bit now, aren't they? Aye, saw him clear as day. Not clear as night, you might say. With my own two eyes. More fearsome than the rider was his ghastly steed. I know not where ye have travelled, but I can assure you, you've not seen more frightening a beast. One thing I can tell you, friend. That was no spectre or shadow. Nay, it was as solid as you or me. This is all sounding very concerning. If only I knew who this could possibly be. Wait, I know. It's Raiden. Wait, Siegfried? Nah. Neither one of them makes much sense. The random Black Knights from the start of Final Fantasy II? Yeah, that's surely it. That sounds right. They're on horses. They wear black armor. And they screw up your party in the very first encounter of the game. That sounds right. Oh my god, run faster. You're having to go all the way over here. You're still in a party finder? Or not party finder, but waiting for a duty? Jesus. Let me in. Okay, I'll just go in. A knight clad in shadow-forged armor, a mammoth sword, and hell's-born steed. It is clear now. Our worst forebodings have proven most unfortunately prescient. The Dark Divinity. Beau Lord Lewin will seek the counsel of others. A ghostly knight atop his baleful steed. As I feared, the rumors bear a most inauspicious resemblance to the references in ancient scripture describing Odin, the Dark Divinity. Oh, Odin, that makes so much sense. How did I not think of that? It is my suspicion that the Dark Horseman of rumor is indeed Odin, and furthermore, that his malevolent presence is a primal. And yet, before the God's Quiver takes action, I will take the counsel of one verse in the holy writings. Make for Quarry Mill and seek out brother O. Ap Pessy. I would know what he knows. And be swift, Xantok. If Odin is truly come to the Shroud, time is not on our side. So, there are questions here, mainly being, if Odin is a primal, who summoned him and how? We know that each of the beast tribes, each of the 5 beast tribes have their own primal. The Amalsha have Ifrit, the Sylphs have Ramu, the Sahagin have Leviathan, the Kobolds have Titan, and the Ixal have Garuda. So who would be summoning Odin? That's strange.
I am Oat Pessy, and you must be the adventurer I've been expecting. Ah yes, Odin, the Dark Divinity. Beau Lord Lewin is understandably distressed at his arrival. As one who has read the scriptures, I am not entirely surprised. Odin, as the ancient writings have it, rode forth into our world, wielding a dark blade capable of cleaving earth and the heavens. By his fell blade did perish Earth herself, and a countless multitude of her people. At long last, a great hero of Allag did arise to do battle with the dark god. Odin was slain, and his spirit sealed within a forest spring. For years, this was thought to be a mere wives' tale, a ghost story told by mothers to frighten their young ones into obedience. But recent archaeological studies on Allagan ruins have unearthed damning evidence to the contrary, and now, these rumors. The scriptures claim that the Dark Divinity slumbers in Earth's fount, deep in the heart of the Shroud, where the power of a crystal confines him. I have ventured into the forest and seen the crystal with my own eyes. This was many years ago. It is entirely within the realm of possibility that something has gone terribly awry, and the fetters of dark crystal confine the Dark Divinity no longer. I would send you to Earth's fount to investigate the matter, but be forewarned, your path will not be an easy one. Should any evil spirit stand in your way, this water of cleansing should avail you. Okay, where's Earth's fount? All the way down there, Earth's gift. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, that's not what I want to have happen. There we go. So Odin, I want to say more, because Odin is actually an interesting case in this game. If they don't go over it in this questline, I'll talk about it some. Now where... Oh, here's the crystal. Is that kid really going to make it all the way over here? Come on, kid. Really? I'll walk backwards if I need to. Okay, that's better.
This crystal is definitely not quite Odin's color scheme. The last of the elegant. What? Let's use our water cleansing. Oh, you son of a bitch. Right, well, let's check the seal again. And we'll take it to Pessy. See what he can figure it out from just this limited information. Oh, wow, really? Interesting, something I just saw.
The crystalline jail has held the dark divinity in check. Was you able to ascertain what has become of it?
I mean, I checked it out, and here a rock fell off.
Magical energy still remains in this stone, though its powers have grown dim. What's more, behold how the stone has been cleaved clear in twain by Odin's fell blade. There can be no doubt. Yes, there can be no doubt as to the identity of our unwelcome guest, and yet it is all most curious. If the dark divinity rides free, why does he tarry in the shroud? Any road, you are to be commended for your bravery, adventurer. Simi is preparing a report on this very matter as we speak.
Who and where is this Simi? Says they're here, but I don't. Are they inside? No, it's a different spot. Where the hell? Oh, up there.
So, is indeed as we feared. The seal of Earth's fountain has been broken, and the dark divinity rides again. I must draft a report immediately.
All you wanted to know about Odin. Simi would entrust you with a delivery.
Your assistance in this investigation has proved invaluable, adventurer. You have our thanks. With your aid, I have finally managed to complete my report, a thorough survey of eyewitness reports, along with the most credible theories regarding the dark divinity's presence in the shroud. I intend to deliver copies of the report to Brother Pessy and Bolord Lu and myself. The Scions, too, will no doubt be eager to learn of our findings. I would be most appreciative if you could deliver a copy to Urianger in my stead. My duties demand that I remain composed, but in all truth, I fear for the fate of our people. Should the time come the dark divinity draws his blade against Gridania, promise me that we can count on your aid.
I suppose. I suppose I could do that.
What do you mean you suppose?
Exactly what I said. I thought I was being quite clear. Some people just don't understand direct communication, I guess.
Oh well.
Do you think Totter gets scared whenever I come in through the door bursting on a large mount like a fucking arm and she's like, oh my god, a void beast? Not just me. It's like, what the hell? Stop doing that. No. Yaranthe, I am most heartened by thy safe return. Wert thou able to cast light on the shadows that haunt the shroud? A little bit. So, it is true. Having awakened from thy eternal slumber, the dark divinity now rides free in the shroud. Whilst you were afield, I immersed myself in the scriptures. The more I scoured the words, the more I did realize that the writings draw heavily upon Allegan historical chronicles. History is quite a fascinating beast, is it not? One nation's glory is another's suffering. One nation's great hero, another's most abhorrent villain. I mean not to speak in platitudes, only to say that there is never but a single side to any story, even a story that is presented as historical fact. To what end did the great hero of Alleg seal Odin in a jail of crystal? What impels the dark divinity to ride once again? Cast thine light on the shadows of history, friend, that we might be delivered from the darkness. We have to choose one of several materia. I'll just go with this one. Oh, there is more? Okay. Oh, wait, you don't have it. Okay. That's weird. So, in order to do the next quest, we need to go back to Gridania, which is kind of weird. We were just talking to Urianger. Why is the quest not with Urianger? The shit, man. Alright, I think... Yeah, we need to go over to the, to our grain company. Oh, I never picked that up. I'll do that some other time. Fear and Odin and the Shroud. Lieutenant Scarlet will share with you most urgent tidings. Lieutenant Santok, your timing never fails to amaze. Unless I am mistaken, you have knowledge of the Elder Primal, Odin, correct? Yeah? As I thought. Well, as you know, we have long pursued the dark divinity, from the pages of arcane scripture to the Shroud itself. Finally, we have a plan to put his prowling to an end. Brother Oak Pessy has the command. He has personally requested your aid in this venture, and awaits you at Earth's Fount. I am sure he will give you the details once you present yourself. Godspeed, Lieutenant Zantok. Where? Right there, yeah. I just couldn't remember which map to warp to. You know how it goes. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Whew. Adventurer, thank you for coming. We seek the dark divinity, and you must be made privy to the plan before the game is afoot. As you know, Odin hunts in this forest. We would banish him from the Shroud, yet in actual fact, he has fallen before countless adventurers already. By all rights, the Primal should plague us no more. Yet though again and again he is vanquished, he rises always to charge the Twelveswood. His constant reappearance is perplexing to say the least, and raises two questions. One, who summons him? And how does he change his visage upon manifesting? Odin is alone amongst the primals in these aspects. Indeed, I can find not a single sentence in the scriptures that sheds light on his devilish abilities. There's no answer in words written to the pen. Now, the sword must serve. Our plan is to send a band of adventurers against the dark divinity. Brother Sumiyan, my master, and I will observe the battle from afar. We believe seeing the moment of Odin's defeat may give us a clue, one that will lead to uncovering the truth of the primal that has escaped us thus far. Naturally, this hinges upon the company's victory. No one but a warrior of light could hope to survive the battle. Hence, I have asked you here. Indeed, without you, our venture is doomed to failure. So I implore you, lend us your strength. If you acquiesce, I shall invoke the power of the elementals and draw the dark divinity to this spring. Earth's Fount is now accessible. Now, this trial, it is a trial, is considered of extra. Oh. I can't go in as Summoner. Oh, I can go in as Paladin or. Wait, I can't do Summoner, but I can do Scholar? What the shit? Is it our book? Level 47 versus. Level 47. Well, that actually makes that even more confusing. Oh, it's because of the accessories, because they're sharing with my white mage. That makes more sense. Really, warrior's the highest. We're gonna do. You know what? Screw it. Let's do white mage. Am I a little bit worried? Yes. It's fine. But as I was saying, like this trial is actually considered of extreme difficulty, so harder than these ones. So typically people say don't do extremes in Duty Finder, do it in Party Finder, please, dear God. But Odin, I've seen people do in Duty Finder. In fact, with both my previous characters, I did it and I got a party pretty quickly. So let's just see what happens. I think Odin could be the exception to the rule. It says 12-minute average wait time. And we're a healer, which is supposed to be... Oh god, I thought that was another person behind me. No, it's an NPC that doesn't even have a name. Yeah. Jesus. I want to open up Party Finder just to see on any off chance anybody's... Yeah, no, absolutely not. And I don't feel like asking people. So we're just going to sit here and wait. Or at least I'm going to sit here and wait. You guys are just going to see it happen in a few seconds. Oh, goody. Odin is ready sooner than expected. Now, I could have just had somebody come in and blitz through Odin super quickly, like will be happening or has happened with the extreme versions of Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, but those ones are pretty much just like the same as the hard versions, just harder. Odin is something actually completely new and different. So I want to do this properly. If our 4th DPS could say that they were ready. Please. Please. God damn it. How long is it going to take now? Theoretically, it shouldn't take long at all. Theoretically. Okay, I really was expecting it to happen immediately after that. But I guess not. Hey, Pessy, entertain me. At your word, I will invoke the... Oh, you said that before. Okay, well that's not fun. We got some wood whalers. We've got, I'm assuming you're a healer. At the very least, you're a conjurer. I'm you, but better. I'm a white mage, so... You're, I can put my giant rocks healing staff right in your face. Look at that. It's beautiful. Oh, and now I've moved it. You're welcome. Odin! Let's fight! Okay, so this fight, unlike the extreme versions of, you know, Titan, Garuda, the other one, those fights are all like the same. So those ones, we just blitz through. Odin is completely new and different. And also, I realized I didn't have the music up. My apologies, I fixed it. But here he is, the Fell Knight himself. Look at that armor. I wonder how many Node Mentors I dragged into this fight. Alright. I'm going to apply regen to both of our tanks. Stay out of his attacks, by the way. They hurt a lot like that. What happened to that guy? Oh god, oh Jesus, I hate what's happening. Oop, not holy. Okay, we're all fine. Everybody's alive. Fight Odin! Take the knight down! While I'm not doing a whole lot about it myself. I'm just trying to keep people alive. Don't I have... That's right, I do have medic too. I'm gonna apply that. There, we've all got some level of regen on now. Oh my sweet god. Haruko. You must be the main tank. Oh yeah, you are. You've got Defiance up. Oh, Medica. Let's throw Cure 3 into Haruka. Fox, you also need some help. Where are you at? No, actually, you're good now. Sweet Jesus, Haruka. I throw regen on you. We're all hurt again. Medica. Oh shit! Haruka's dead. Oh wait, no, they've already got a raise being put on them. But I can get Fox Dancer. Or Blade Dancer. Oh shit, we need to destroy Gungnir. I also need to cure myself. Medica 2! Why are we not destroying Gungnir? I guess I'll get up the other tank. Holy gods! There's a lot more going on here than I remembered. Ramen, here we go. Come on, soup. You need to live. All those college kids need to eat. I don't have any. Okay, I can bring back the tank now. Oh, you don't know. Wait. Oh, I died. We're just watching everything else happen. I kind of wish that when we were dead, like, the camera would have still focused on me. Like, what if I want to focus it on Odin? I want to see what's happening better with him. Well, this is thrilling. Zustra, please! You have a raise! Thank you! Oh, you're waiting for Swiftcast, I see. Fair enough. Well, we missed a good chunk of the fight, but Odin's down! His sword's still there, though. That's weird. Alright, I'm gonna give the commendation to ramen soup, because it's funny. We can get a faded copy of music. I'm just gonna click that, and then it's Odin's greaves. Interesting. Odin can drop all the pieces of his armor, which is pretty cool. On my main character, I wore that with one of my... One sec. Oh god. I wore that on one of my tanks for a while. Oh, I got 4 commendations. I don't think I deserve them, but thank you. Is that an upgrade for us? It might be an upgrade for one of our classes. Definitely not why I mentioned. I'm curious. I'm just gonna bring up Warrior and see. Oh, it is really not better. It's actually oh, because the item level, right? That makes sense. We'll just keep it right there then. Your bravery before the Dark Divinity was commendable, adventurer. I am relieved you escaped the battle with your life. And it was not for nothing, I might add. Brother E. Sumiyan and I observed something remarkable, though I should like to discuss it with him present. And see how he comes. Yaranthe, I am honored to have seen you fight. Why, I can scarcely wait to tell Sylphie how Warrior of Light overcame the terror of the Shroud. No doubt the girl will smile to hear of your valor. But no doubt you are keen to learn more of the Dark Divinity. Very well. I shall share with you what I have gleaned in observing your battle. To begin, felling a primal allows the ether their physical manifestation to return to the land. This much you know, yes? Yeah? Odin seems to be subject to the self-same laws. Yet his sword, the Zantetsuken, remains even after his body vanishes. Thus, we thought to examine the blade, and in so doing, found that its etheric density is unimaginably high. Now, we had always assumed the being who brandished the weapon was Odin. But what if we erred? What if the sword, Zantetsuken, is in and of itself the Dark Divinity? An unforeseen conclusion, but one that clarifies much of the primal. Indeed, that would explain why Odin has never truly fallen. No one has thought to destroy the blade. And if the Zantetsuken is the primal, could it not conjure itself a new wielder? And yet, just as Ifrit's tempered or Leviathan's drowned, Odin must needs have his sundered to offer crystals in his name. Unless he drinks with the Shroud's ether. Such a weak source of power could be why it takes time for the Dark Divinity to manifest again. You see, adventurer, our theory accounts quite nicely for 2 of the mysteries that for so long surrounded the primal. And yet, as Pessy hints, a 3rd mystery remains. If thou art no sundered, how does Odin sustain himself? I cannot imagine the wishes of those who first summoned him were so strong as to echo throughout the centuries. Brother, I do not think our theory is flawed. No, this discovery makes clear the holes where we have for so long believed of the primals. We must revisit the beings with a keener eye. I will inform Master Urianger of what we have gleaned here, adventurer. I urge you to
to do the same should something else of Odin occur to you. But today is a victory all the same. We have the Zantetsuken, and the mysteries that remain pale in import with the act of locking the primal away. With any luck, we can seal the sword and end the dark divinity's role.
Brothers, something terrible has happened. What? The Zantetsuken is gone. One of my men is stolen away with the blade, and with nary a trace to track his flight. I never dreamt he would do such a thing, and I stayed my hand too long to stop him.
What? Are your men so disloyal as to rob you? Tell me, Lewin, why would someone do such a thing?
Forgive me, brother, but I cannot say. I'm as astonished as you. The thief was a sworn man of the God's Quiver, true as any Gridanian arrow. Moreover, what could he stand to gain by stealing so fell a blade?
Mayhap the soul of the thief was stolen, along with the blade. It is within the power of all primals to bend mortals to their wills. But the Zantetsuken and Odin are one and the same. The sword may control the now sundered man. Is that not right, brother? That is indeed possible. Gods, could I have been so blind as that? But Lord Lewin, it is I who need to apologize. Had I been more wary, I would have foreseen this. Instead, I have cost us dearly and placed you and your men in great danger.
Let us not cry for lost swords. Though Lord Lewin, send forth the God's Quiver and wood whalers to scour the shroud. Brother Oap Pessy and I will devote ourselves to devising a way to fell Odin after the Zantetsuken is ours again.
Yes, brother, indeed, it will be a poor thing to have the blade in our grasp, and no way to destroy it, nor dull its bite. Adventurer, I will call upon you again. We have something to show for our efforts. Until then, go in peace.
What does all that mean?
Well,
So here's the deal with Odin. Odin is a very unique case. As we were saying, there was like, what if Odin is actually the sword, and the sword summons a rider? That's how it works. The sword is actually the real primal, and it's now taking control of a member of the God's Bow, God's Quiver, shit, whatever they're called. I'm messing with my words here. But now there's actually a second way that you can encounter Odin in this game, besides just doing Earth's Fount. There's actually a fate that can appear in any of the areas of the Shroud, whether that is... I keep pressing the wrong buttons that I want here. Central Shroud, East Shroud, South Shroud, North Shroud, any of those can have the Odin fate appear in them. It's called Steel Rain, and I believe it only will appear... The weather has to be tension in all the Black Shroud zones. Like up here, you'll see the weather says fair skies right now. It'll be called tension, and that's how you know that the fate is up. The fate will only appear once every couple days, and when Odin appears, the entire zone will have a dark, foggy, and storminess going on in it. What's really cool about Odin is that before the battle begins, Odin won't be wearing his helmet. Odin will instead look like whoever was the adventurer who dealt the killing blow to him the last time Odin appeared, which is really cool. I love that, because whoever defeated him ended up being the one to pick up the sword next and became the next Odin. Whoopsie. But I really like what they did with that. It's really, really cool. I've fought him on my main a couple times, because when you defeat him, you get an item called Odin's Mantles, which you can trade in for some more of Odin's armor. You can also get barding for your chocobo to make your chocobo look like Odin's horse Sleipnir. You can also get Odin's sword as a weapon you can use. The gladiator can use it, or not gladiator, the paladin can wield it. pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Okay, so the quests that we're gonna be picking up here right now are for what is called an extreme. An extreme is a harder version of a trial. Harder than the hard levels of Ifrit, Garuda, and Titan, so we're clear. These fights are wholly optional. In every expansion, we get a set of extremes, which the raiding community likes to go out and challenge. These raids, these extremes they'll give you like unique drops that can be used for crafting. You can get music rolls from them sometimes. You can also get a special mount. Each extreme will drop a mount. And if you get the mount from every extreme in a single expansion, you can then unlock a quest for another special mount. I am not going to be going for all the mounts in an expansion. I just don't see the point to for this particular run of the game. I'm doing them on my main. Generally not when they're brand new. Or at least not farming them when they're brand new, because, oh my god, I just don't feel like it. But if we happen to get them through me running the extremes, or just if we just happen to get them, then I'll do the quest that involves like their special mount. But we're gonna assume that that's not gonna happen. Now, not every trial gets an extreme. There's a few that don't. I believe there are going to be 4, I think, from A Realm Reborn that will not have extremes. Those being the Chrysalis will not have one. I forgot about Chimera and Hydra. Chimera will not have one. Hydra will not have one. Gilgamesh 1, Ultros, and Gilgamesh 2 will not have extremes. And Odin doesn't have an extreme because Odin is already it's considered extreme level difficulty. So there should be quests picking up ones for Ramu, Leviathan, Good King Magomag the 12th, Titan, Garuda, Ifrit, and the ultimate weapon. Now some of these, they all have like somebody that you talk to in order to unlock the extreme. And in A Realm Reborn, some of them also have like a little quest, some dialogue things that are actually associated with them. And then you have to go fight the extreme. And then after you beat it, you go talk to the person, and they'll give you more dialogue. If I remember correctly, and I may not be, I think outside of A Realm Reborn, they're always just talk to the guy, unlock it. There's no quest. It's just here you go. Here's the thing. But since some of the ones here do require you to do a quest, here's what's going to be happening. I'm going to unlock all the extremes. We're going to see me do it. And the ones that require you to fight them to complete the quest, I'm going to fight, but I'm going to fight them off screen. And I'm going to be bringing in somebody who can help me just blitz it down in seconds because we don't need to go over it. It's not something I feel that we need to be showing here in this run. I just want to do the dialogue, really. So, now that we have that explanation out of the way, let's start off here by talking to Alice. The ultimate ballad. Alice would like to introduce you to someone. Your reputation precedes you, aren't they? In fact, it's for that reason I'd like to introduce you to someone. That minstrel at the end of the bar wandered in here the other day. Said he was seeking inspiration for a new ballad. The sort only an adventurer of distinction could provide. Who better than the man who saved the world to give this minstrel the stories he seeks, eh? Humor the gentleman, I say. The Wandering Minstrel, a stand-in NPC for the director of the game, Naoki Yoshida. Wait, I said his name right? Maybe? Fuck. Uh-oh. Suddenly, I fear. Oh, good. I did. I may have mispronounced it, but I did say his correct name. Also just known by the fans as Yoshi P. I don't know where the P comes from. Yoshi's obviously from Yoshida. Maybe P, I don't know. But yep. Let's talk to him. Dawn may banish even the darkest night, yet ever shall primal desires burn. Two swords shall vie to lay them low, a blade born of light, and a blade forged of night. Alas, man may entrust his fate unto but one. Lest you wonder, these are the words of Archon Louisoix. While not written as poetry, I find poetry within them nonetheless. Years ago, when I arrived in this land, I was beset with peril day and night, forced to endure countless trials which tested my mind, my body, and my faith. And I am not ashamed to admit that I would have faltered had it not been for the help of a handful of nameless adventurers, honest men and women who proffered the hand of friendship to a weary soul and led him safe in the darkness. When I look upon you, I am reminded of them. I can tell that you are well-traveled and possessed of both constancy and character. You are a man of the adventuring profession, yes? I seek a valiant hero whose deeds might serve as inspiration, and I have reason to believe I have found him. After all, was it not you who faced Gaius van Baelsar and his elegant weapon? You must tell me everything that happened. Omit nary a single detail, I beg of you. Truly, a tale worthy of legend, and so eerily it matches the writings of Archon Louisoix. Two swords shall vie to lay them low, a blade born of light, and a blade forged of might. Alas, man may entrust his fate unto but one. Did he say might last time? I thought he said night. Did I read it wrong? The Black Wolf was a conqueror who aspired to rule through might, and the weapon was key to his ambitions. Yet in the end, the people of Eorzea entrusted their fates to a brilliant blade, the Warrior of Light. A rather fitting moniker, in my humble opinion. Thank you. At last, I found the inspiration I sought. A battle to decide the fate of a realm. The words, the notes, I feel them coming together. Your tale, Yaranthe Xandok, your song. From an era long forgotten, a blade of midnight drawn, from a distant land uncharted, a warrior who bears the dawn. Ultima's Bane ballad composed. And so that unlocks what they call the Minstrel's Ballad, Ultima's Bane. While most of the extreme trials are called, like, you know, the Howling Eye Extreme, the Stricken Tree Extreme, what's given to you by the Wandering Minstrel are called the Minstrel's Ballad, but fans still collectively refer to them as extremes. This confused me a bit when I first started playing. I was like, wait, why are you saying extreme? Like, it's called a Minstrel's Ballad. I didn't quite understand at the time, and I just had to pick it up. There's no difference, they're the same level of difficulty. They basically use the minstrel for trials that are like I think in-game's the wrong word, like I think Capstone might work. Like Ultima was the final trial of 2.0. And if they had given a extreme to the Chrysalis, then they probably would have had a Minstrel's Battle for it. It's basically how it goes. Our next one is going to be unlocked here from Scarlet. Judgment Bolts and Lightning. Lieutenant Scarlet would ask your aid in investigating the resurgence of a primal. Well, if it isn't the Slayer of Ramu, come to see me in the flesh. How fortunate that you should happen by. I was, in fact, on the verge of sending a runner to track you down. We've had some troubling news from the Sylphs of Little Solus lately. It appears that the Lord of Levin walks a 12's yet again. Actually, I don't think Does Good King Mogulok have an extreme? I don't remember. From what I understand of the Elder Seed Seer's explanation, your last encounter with the Primal was a relatively peaceful affair. There was a battle, aye, but one for which Ramu did not begrudge your victory. Why then has he returned to the forest? 'Tis you, Lieutenant Xantog, whom fate has chosen to uncover the answer to that question. It seems that Frixio, the Sylph Elder, will discuss the matter with you personally. Speak first with Delexia and Little Solus, and she will announce your arrival to her later. Ah, and I would also consider it a favor if you could pass along aught you learned to the Scions. As I understand it, Archon Urianger is a keen scholar in the field of all matters primal. Pray, make your final report to him. Generally speaking as well, these extreme fights are considered non-canon, especially Minstrel's Ballads. Because Minstrel's Ballad is basically, we're just acting out the song that he's playing, and you know, as bards tend to do, it's embellished. So mechanics change, and there's more damage being dealt. There will be 8 people instead of 4. But I think for A Realm Reborn, I think all the other ones might actually be canon, maybe? But generally speaking, like in later expansions, it's all non-canon. It's all just reimaginings. The minstrels singing a song, basically. Walking One is here. Has Walking One heard of Lord Ramuh's return? Then this one does not need to explain. Walking One should wait here, while this one fetches Elder One. Walking One is most welcome in these one's home. The gentle sighs of winds and trees and brooks told these ones of Walking One's peaceful words with Lord Ramuh. These ones also heard that Thunderous One challenged Walking One to battle. This one is certain that Lord Ramuh was pleased with Walking One's strength. And such strength Walking One has. Arrow shooting ones often tell grand tales of Walking One, and these ones are glad to call Walking One friend. But this one must warn Walking One. Touched ones have summoned Lord Ramuh once more, and this time with an offering of many, many more crystals. This one does not think Thunderous One means to bring judgment to Gridania. After all, Lord Ramuh made a special promise to Walking One. It is the intentions of the Touched Ones that concern this one. Touched Ones yet act in fear and in hate. Even should Lord Ramuh ignore Touched One's destructive wishes, his presence alone drains the land of ether. It is not just Gridania, but the entire realm that Thunderous One threatens. Life will seep from the soil, crops will wither and die. Then, though Lord Ramuh will it otherwise, Walking Ones will go to war over what remains. This one begs brave and courageous one to fight again. Touched Ones must understand that summoning Thunderous One is futile, that Thunderous One respects the strength of Walking Ones. Thank you. This one knew Walking One would do the right thing. Walking One knows how to visit the striking tree, touch the aetheryte found in the domain of Touched Ones, and Walking One will soon be face to beard with Lord Ramuh. These ones will listen to the forest voices for news of Walking One's victory. Another thing I want to make mention here, and I talked about this when we were doing Odin. If you want to do these extremes and you want to do them properly, do not use Duty Finder. Don't do it. You'll just end up dragging in a bunch of mentors who are gonna go, I haven't done this properly in years, if ever. So if you want to do these, use Party Finder. Recruit some people. Pick what duty you're trying to do, and just be like, hey, I want to do it for reals. Let's go. And you might get people interested. Or, if you just want to clear the quest out of your way, you could either get a friend or make a party finder again and just be like, hey, we're going to go in unsynced, let's blitz it in 2 seconds. That's what I'm going to be doing. The Striking Tree Extreme is now accessible. Alright, now I need to go. For all the rest of them, I believe, can be picked up from Urian J at the Waking Sands. Alright, Urian J, you should have a few quests for us. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're gonna start with Drop Dead Shiva. A chill wind blows in Eorzea. In Urian J's eyes bespeak knowledge of the reason why. By thy high deeds, will the people of Kurthis spared certain doom at the hands of a deiform entity. Yet, if the missive we have received from Lord Drillamont of House Durandare speak of true, 'twould seem that hard-won respite hath come and gone. Recovered from her wounds, the Lady Aisat hath rejoined the struggle against Ishgard. Worse, 'tis said that her disciples have already laid claim to a hoard of crystals. A hoard far exceeding the quantity but recently wrested from the caravans of House Fortom. 'Tis all but certain that the heretic's mistress intendeth to call upon Saint Shiva once more. And so, once more, must Eorzeal's blade of light be brought to bear against the primal. None save thee hath might enough to defeat such a foe. 'Tis for this reason that Lord Drillamont hath requested thy presence at White Brim Front. Pray, hie thee thither with all haste. And before we do that, we're just going to pick up the rest of these. Whirl of a Time. When Urian J appears pensive, you can be sure another primal problem looms on the horizon. The Lord of the World, slain at thy hand. 'Twas a deed both heroic and historic, a tale to be told down the ages. I fear, however, that the terror of the Indigo Deep did slumber but briefly in the ethereal sea. The Maelstrom have assured me with unhappy certitude that Leviathan doth stir from the abyss once more. Should this indeed prove the case, then we face a most troubling and chilling predicament. The Lord of the World is a voracious being, not less than a treasure trove of crystals, would serve to lure the entity back to our plane of existence. 'Tis folly, then, to believe the sea-bound beastmen could gather such a haul with such impossible alacrity. The Sahagin, I believe, have been entertaining Asian guests. A threat of unprecedented magnitude now loometh over Limsolomintha. Take thee the swiftest road to Maelstrom Command, and offer thy stalwart service. Thy shining light must needs illuminate the ocean's darkened swell. The King lives. Urian J wishes to speak with you about the royal return of good King Muggle XII. Amongst Moogle kind, the legend of good King Muggle XII doth tell of a wise and magnanimous ruler. Alas, the entity thus summoned put the lie to this imagining with his brief and undecidedly unpeaceful reign. 'Twas most disturbing for me to hear that the Muggles God have once more succeeded in placing their manic potentate upon his thorny throne. Methinks the agents of chaos doth lurk in the shadows of this deed. Only with the Asian's guileful intervention could they have called the king back from the ether with such haste? As ever, it falls to thee, the blade born of light, to banish the paragon's dark ambition from our realm. The 12 only know what dire power doth corrupt the savior of these gentle forest folk. Thy name hast been called, Yaranthe. The more moderate faction of the mules hath joined the Order of the Twin Adder in an attempt to open thee a path to the good king's domain. I bid thee make haste to the Adder's Nest, and once more pledge thine aid in deposing this royal myth made flesh. And finally, Primal Nature. Urianger beseeches your aid in solving the resurgent mystery of the primals. It is decided. The stance of the scions must evolve from shifting sand to unyielding stone. My place, however, is here in this land of unending tragedy. Ere must I remain until the true nature of the primals is revealed unto me. Many seasons did I toil to fashion a net across this vast realm, a net that catcheth not fish, but nuggets of wisdom more valuable than gold. Yet even possessed of this hoard of knowledge, I cannot purchase all the keys to the confounding doors that bar my passage. Thus must I presume to unsheath the blade born of light. Thine is a strength that shattereth the stoutest barriers, and doth pierce that which obfuscates the impotent gaze of ordinary men. We have not the luxury of time required for my measured scholarly pace. For the Adder's Nest is astir, hissing with the news of Garuda's return. Her winds have grown ever more violent, ever more destructive. What lieth behind this sudden waxing of power? The answer may well prove a vital piece of the puzzle of the primal's existence. Mine eyes perceive a looming wall of strife, poised to crash down upon our cities with unrestrained fury. For the nonce, we must pacify the Lady of the Vortex. Swiftly now to the Adder's Nest. High Serpent Commander Hulot, without such details as thou needst to proceed. I shall await thee at the Waking Sands, and pray for thy success. And if you're wondering, hey, what about Titan and Ifrit? With Titan, Ifrit, and Garuda, they're all in a particular quest chain together, and you have to fight them in order. Yeah. We're gonna go to White Brim Front first, talk to Drillmonth about Shiva. My gratitude for your timely return, Yaranthe. Would that it were under better circumstances. Our efforts to contain the heretic threat in the Western Highlands beyond Snowcloak have suffered a grievous setback. In order to support expeditions further afield, we sought to establish an outpost in the heretic's former fortress. Under guard, our craftsmen began the necessary improvements, and for a time, all proceeded according to plan. The building work had scarce begun when Iceheart's minions descended upon the fortress from all directions. If I were to guess, I would say that they deliberately delayed their attack until sufficient supplies have been delivered to their very doorstep. I do not begrudge my men their decision to flee. By all accounts, it would have been a slaughter. Any survivors condemned to a fate worse than death at the hands of their leader. However, by abandoning our crystal stores, we've given the heretics the means to summon their patron saint. I beseech you, Yaranthe, slayer of the gods of beastmen, who banished once before the demon who threatens us now. Lend us your strength, infiltrate Snowcloak, and put an end to Iceheart's machinations. Got it. Thank you, my friend. Though I pray you can stop her before she completes her ritual again. I have faith you can defeat Shiva should it come to that. One of Sir Emmerich's Temple Knights awaits you at Snowcloak. He shall guide you through secret tunnels for the Aetherite at the heart of the heretics' fortifications, whence you may gain entrance to Iceheart's sanctuary as before. So yeah, we gotta go touch the crystals again. Somebody's gotta open up our path, and then the extreme will be unlocked. Good King Mogmog, though, didn't require a crystal to get to him. Did Leviathan? I don't remember if Leviathan did. But I'm pretty sure there is a big crystal in the Sahagin territory that they might have to go touch. It is an honor, sir. When you're ready, I shall lead you through the tunnels to the Aetherite. We should not be troubled by heretics or beasts along the way. We may concentrate solely on the task at hand. May the Fury grant you the strength to strike down that heathen witch once and for all. Ak Afar Amphitheater Extreme. That's not accessible. Alright, now we head to Limsa to unlock Leviathan. Where are they? Oh, that's that near the Aft Castle, isn't it? Yep. National Command. Here, they are the Scions. You are, as ever, a welcome sight at Maelstrom Command. Our worst fears are realized. The primal Leviathan has returned to threaten our shores. We did not think it possible for the Fishbacks to summon the rapacious god without a considerably longer period of preparation. There can be no mistake. Prior to contacting Urian J, we received a report detailing the almost complete destruction of a merchant fleet upon the open sea. Only one vessel managed to limp into port, bearing the undecidedly unwelcome news of Leviathan's resurgence. Judging by the testimony given by the surviving crew members, the massive wave seems to be leveled against the ships dwarfed anything we have ever seen the Primal command before. Should he unleash a tidal wave of similarly empowered proportions, Limsa would be scraped from this island like a barnacle from a hull. It is with such dread imaginings in mind that I bid you sail forth to slay the Lord of the World yet again. Our strategy remains unchanged. The twin vessel, the World Eater, is already being prepared under the command of Storm Marshal Slafferseen. Make your way to the Morby dry docks once your own preparations are complete. Seek out Sergeant Stern Loda, and she will see you safely aboard the ship. May the Navigator guide and protect you. And thank you for less dialogue. Oh! It looks like from World of Time's little quest here, I don't actually have to fight Leviathan. Haha. This can be give me a quest complete. It's a freebie. This one's just an unlock. Storm Sergeant Sternlorna, at your service. The World Leader is loaded and ready, sir. I'll give the signal for the towing vessel to depart as soon as you're aboard. Leviathan was sighted some distance from the coast, so there should be more than enough time to build up to ramming speed. The entire crew is willing to lay down their lives to ensure you reach your target, sir. So you just concentrate on skewering that overgrown sea serpent. The World Leader Extreme is now accessible. And yeah, that's a freebie. You don't actually have to go fight him. Cool. Now we go to Gridania, where both Primal Nature and the King lives. Ah, Lieutenant Xantok, might I deduce from your stern expression that you have heard the disturbing news? I, Garuda, returns once more to plague our nightmares. I fear this incarnation of the lady is more tempestuous than aught we have yet witnessed. If you are prepared to face this roiling storm, I'll brief you on what must be done. I'll just take the money. Lieutenant Xantok, glad I am to see you. I assume you've been apprised of the situation regarding the Mughal monarch? After your previous deposal of the king, Kuplo Kop approached the Mongols Guard and attempted to convince them of the errors of their ways. Unfortunately, it appears his effort at persuasion had rather the opposite effect. The royal sentries reportedly flew into a frenzy and focused their righteous indignation into a new summoning ritual. Mayhap it was the unwavering intensity of the Muggles Guard's prayers, but the king has returned to the forest, enveloped in an almost blinding aura of majesty. Kuplo Kop tells me that this dauntingly maniacal avatar has now taken to calling himself Great King Muggle Mog the 12th. Suffice it to say that the Elder Seedseer is willing to condone the necessary act of regicide. He says right as the wind-up Nanamo crawls up our shoulder. Oh, bad timing. Nanamo, don't listen to this man. For the safety of all who dwell within the Twelves Wood, it has been decided that the king must fall. A certain member of the Elder Seedseer's personal guard has already escorted Kuplo Kop to the ward that shields the monarch's domain. Those among us with the ability to see Muggles are often in highest demand. But considering the urgency of your mission, our leader felt it best to expedite matters. Pray, make your preparations and set out as soon as you are able. Kuplo Kop awaits you in the Bramble Patch and the East Shroud. Gale Force Warning. Commander Vorsay Hullo wishes to send you against the latest incarnation of Garuda. We first learned of Garuda's return when the Primal fell upon the Blue Badgers as they sought to construct a new watchspire. The devastation was absolute. According to the report of one surviving engineer, Garuda invoked the most horrific gale with but a gesture of her taloned hand. The powerful winds tore apart the half-built tower, crushing the workers and scattering their broken bodies like dolls. By all accounts, it appears the Lady of the Vortex has grown stronger with this summoning. She must be stopped, or the casualties are allowed to pile any higher. But as you might imagine, the Ixal, eager to please their bloodthirsty goddess, are engaging our troops on every front. I have lots of soldiers to spare for a primal hunting expedition. Thus, I sent word to the Scions to beg the aid of proven champions. You and your companions are our best hope for freeing Gridania of its rampaging fiend. I ask that you confront Garuda in her customary domain, the Howling Eye. Such a titanic conflict is best confined to Ixali lands. Wouldn't you agree? Although I imagine the Birdmen have since made adjustments to their crystal, the beastman Ifrit found within Natalan remains the surest means of entry. May the 12 strengthen your arm, Lieutenant Sandhawk. Alright, let's go check in with Kuplo Cop first. And I can tell from the quest complete marker that, hey, this is going to be another freebie. We won't actually, you're not required to defeat Great King Manga 12 in order to clear the quest. They almost started doing that, I mean, with this whole series with Garuda, Ifrit, and Titan just requires that from the beginning. But they didn't start making that be a thing until Ramu. Ramu and Shiva get it. Oh, I guess also Ultimate Weapon. But not Good King and not Leviathan.
Oh, I knew you'd come. At last, I was hoping, Kupo. Not long ago, I had a stern word with the Muggles Guard with the dangers of turning pleasant fairy tales into disturbing reality. But they insisted that the intimidating force of the good King Muggle the 12th, may his scepter of judgment ever command our respect, is exactly the sort of savior we need. The Muggles Guard are afraid, Kupo. Afraid of how the force has changed. Afraid of the never-ending conflict. Afraid that we Muggles have no place in this new world. I am scared of all those things too, but the thought of unleashing our royal menace upon the Trollswood scares me even more, Kupo. Please, you must deal with them firmly before this goes too far. A measured thrashing, of course. Nothing too brutal. You can enter Thorn March here, through the terror made in the ward. Take care, good fortune, and in the meantime, I'll go let the others know that great King Muggle 12th, may his reign end with minimal bloodshed, will be vacating his throne, Kupo.
Thorn March Extreme is now accessible. Oh, I don't know why I'm going there. We need to go to Natalan. Oh, there we go. Oh, hi. The Howling Eye Extreme is now accessible. Alright, and I'm gonna go do those off screen, and we'll come back after, at least after doing Garuda, and then we'll proceed with that quest, go to the next one, that line, do all the things. Once I got all that taken care of.
Efforts to augment Garuda's powers are met with a predicted success. Predicted success. It is mildly unsatisfying, then. The primal was thus summarily defeated.
Against the bringer of light, it appears a heavier hand is required. And now that the focus has been discovered, it is of no consequence. Even should they understand the significance of its presence, they have no means to prevent the summoning. And the Beastmen continue to crave ever more powerful avatars every time their gods fall. With a link forged in this chain of ambition, the shackles of chaos are bound ever tighter. It is not for us to entertain such speculation. We are bid only to convey what we have witnessed. Let us be gone from here. Once more, Garuda has fallen to your might. You have our gratitude, Lieutenant Zantok. We are blessed to count such heroes among our allies. What's this? The memento of the battle, mayhap. Yeah, it's a vortex ritual focus. Words. Ugh, what an uncanny arrangement of bone. I have never seen its like. I cannot guess what foul ritual this object would be used. Might there be some connection to the primal, considering the place in which it was found? I must ask you to take this grisly trophy to the Wicking Sands and consult with Urian J. Perhaps he can provide some insight. Good idea. Let us return to the Wicking Sands. Thou art returned whole from thy grueling trial. Half the battle with the lady gives thee a glimpse of the primal's fortress of inscrutability. Kinda. A ritual focus of Ixali bone, home to attainted powers. I cannot say. Pray, leave this curiosity with me, that I may dwell further on its nature. Garuda's unseemly strength was not fueled by crystal caches and tempered worship alone. Nay, I fear some new rite of summoning was employed. The rigid culture of the Ixal rarely spawneth such anomaly. Methinks agents more deeply versed in primal lore have meddled there. The Asians, for a certainty. And if those servants of darkness are afoot, they will not stop at a single tribe. Such revelations do much to explain my recent communications. Art thou prepared to struggle once more against the beast-man god? Greetings, Yaranthe. Though I would not discourage the company, a few cross the threshold of the Wicking Sands at a mere whim. Dost thou require mine aid in some manner? The Lord of Leven was returned unto the forest. The Sylphs challenged the Sahagin for the swiftness of their summoning. And thy account doth paint most vividly the image of Ramu's amplified energies. I fear the touched ones too dabble in sacrificial ritual. Thy stern expression bespeaks thy understanding. Even the denizens of the Twelveswood possess no immunity against Asian manipulations. Once more are we reminded that only with the lifting of darkness shall this primal nightmare cease to haunt us. We shall prevail, warrior of light. By the radiance of thee and thy companions, we shall prevail. And since we beat Garuda, we can now do Quake me up before you owe Gomero. Urianger bids you rise to the challenge of another primal threat. The Maelstrom has sent word of a mountain-shaking tremor felt by every man and beast in the northern half of Vilbrand. I, the kobolds, have awoken the Lord of Crags, and this shuddering arrival doth echo with the heightened strength shown by his sister Primal. Seek thee out, High Storm Commander Rashat Riki at Maelstrom Command in Limsa Lominsa. Thy path leads once more to the stony feet of Titan. Well, time to go beat up a chicken nugget again. Ah, you're the Scions. Glad am I to see you answer our desperate summons. As you've no doubt heard, the kobolds have, it seems, yet again called forth the primal titan within their mountain abode. The recent quaking of the land can be attributed to no other, and considering the intensity of the tremor, we can be sure that Urianger's warnings concerning the enhanced power of the primals are far from idle. We Maelstrom officers would, of course, like not better than to shatter the belligerent old boulder ourselves. We cannot risk losing our soldiers to timbering. Once again, we must turn to the seasoned veterans of the Scions. According to our readings, the rumblings are strongest in the navel, Titan's usual haunt within Ugamaro mines. You should be able to enter the Primal's domain by reattuning the Beastman Ifrit found within Kobold's territory in Outer Lenosha. After the previous defeat of their father, you can wager they've recalibrated their crystal. May you crash against this stubborn rock with the fury of 1,000 waves. Alright, I have to go all the way in there. I hate it. I hate the Ugamaro mines. Or Ogomaro? Fuck, whatever it's called. Yeah, Ugamaro. Awful. Awful. No, let's get on our trusty steed, our unicorn. And of course, I just had to put the Aetheryte for Titan. Where, like, oh, you would think, hey, can I just turn right here? No. Because this door is locked. We have to go all the way around. Which, granted, the path could be a lot worse. But still, it's a button. The Naval Extreme is now accessible. And I'll see you again after I beat Titan. Titan displayed a most satisfying degree of destructive power. The intensifying effects of the ritual foci are undeniable. Powerful though this incarnation was, the Primal's eventual defeat was not unexpected. The burgeoning strength shown by the Bringer of Light, however, has grown beyond reckoning. Such a demonstration of force serves us still. It invites ever greater retaliation. Yes, as the light burns brighter, so too are the shadows steeped in deeper darkness. Alright, let's go report in. That is 2 out of 3. for the ARs. We still got to turn in, who was it? Shiva? Yeah, we're still going to turn in Shiva and the ultimate weapon. But as far as like the original 3 are concerned, where there's only one more. The questers that interrupts me in between things. So annoying. But I can deal with it. Sometimes you just want to complain, you know? The rumblings have ceased. It seems that no matter how powerful the Lord of Crags becomes, you and your companions are up to the task. Yes? You found something of interest in the navel? Yeah. A ritual focus. Is this bone? It's such a grotesque design. Honestly, I would never understand the kobold's sense of aesthetics. You say you acquired a similar object after your battle with Garuda? Huh. We must consider the possibility that these trinkets are responsible for the primal's appalling new strength. But I shall leave such conclusions to those more learned in the subject than I. Pray, return to the Waking Sands and convey my greetings to Urianger. I will do so. With our Vesperbank Etherite tickets. We still have so many. So, the Lord of Crags was also possessed of unprecedented vigor, and thou hast returned with yet another curiosity of bone. Yep. The kobolds are not known for fashioning objects in this manner. What is more, its construction doth bear a striking similarity to that of the trophy recovered by thee from Garuda's lair. The fleshless remains of beastman worshippers. This is the material common to both of these foreboding ritual tools. What unsavory sorcery have the paragons bequeathed to their unsuspecting pawns? There is yet another commonality to this augmentation of the primals that concerns me, and that is thee, Yaranthe Zantok. For every mountain thou dost conquer, I am struck by the answering waxing in potency of the primals. The pattern is too clear to ignore. Such a cycle bodes naught but ill for the realm. I must unlock the true nature of these immortal entities, ere the land is once more racked with ruin. And as always, thou art my stoutest ally in the gathering of the requisite keys. Aw, we're allies. And now, Ifrit ain't broke. Don't fix it. Urianger seeks to prepare for the coming of the Lord of the Inferno. We are fortunate that the Lord of the Inferno hath yet to rear his horned head. I fear, however, that reports of his return will not be long in the coming. My quest for knowledge yet remains unfinished, but such a task can only properly be undertaken in a world unracked by chaos. Let us bow to inevitability and prepare ourselves, for it will undoubtedly turn into another blistering trial. Pray, visit High Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames in Ul'dah, and advise him that the fiery primal will likely soon be among us once more. Mayhap, with a measure of foresight, we can lessen the impact of Ifrit's arrival. That'd be good. Aren't they the Scions? Your timing is most fortunate. I'm going to brief you on the situation. Both the Maelstrom and the Order of the Twin Adder informed us of their recent troubles with disturbingly powerful primals. And as the incidents ever occur in threes, well, we immediately sought to gather intelligence on a Malsha activity. We lost contact with the first reconnaissance party that was assigned to the task, and I then deployed one of our elite units to learn the fate of the missing scouts. They also have failed to report back. In their most recent missive, my elite troops declared their intention to investigate the Bowl of Embers. Though they may have been overwhelmed by the Lizardmen, we must consider the possibility that the Lord of the Inferno has reclaimed his domain. This was some measure of wounded pride then, and I must request your aid. Assemble a group of your companions and strike into the heart of Amalja territory in southern Thanalan. If Ifrit has indeed returned, you were to banish him back to the ether by whatever means is necessary. You will likely have to renew your bond with the Zaharak and Ifrit to enter the Bowl of Embers. The Lizardmen have undoubtedly realigned their crystal since you last felt their god. And unfortunately, that means cutting your way through a goodly number of their centuries to reach it. The Grand Company of the Immortal Flames is no stranger to sacrifice when it comes to battling the primals, but the struggle costs far too many lives, and often creates a host of new tempered enemies. You and your unique talents, however, can spare the families of our soldiers that grief. I'll pass on news of your involvement in this mission to the Scions myself. Should our primal fears prove substantiated, then I pray your efforts meet with success. Well, let's go check it out. Going in the wrong direction. Like a fool. I was like, oh, stuff. Like, no, that's the wrong quest. We already did those. Alright, here's our crystal. Oh, there's a fence there. Couldn't see it. I'm blind. The Bowl of Embers Extreme is now accessible. And I'll be back after we've killed Ifrit again. Ifrit was reborn even, the strength of 1,000 raging infernos, and yet you vanquished him. I can offer you naught but praise, bringer of light. I'm sorry? Ever prepared for confrontation? Good. Those instincts serve us well, as they serve you. What meaning hides within this constant pursuit of ever greater strength? Have you paused to dwell on its significance? However you might choose to justify your actions, it seems you have tested the very limits of these 3 primal avatars. Again, such furious response. Did we not make ourselves clear? As amusing as such might prove, we do not come to trade blows with you. This meeting is at an end. We must thank you for a most enlightening display. We have learned much. The destiny we seek draws closer. Ever closer. How much longer can you stem the tide of darkness, bringer of light? How well will you fare against the next god to reawaken? So, the Infernal Primal had returned after all. And as well as you set out prepared for the worst. Come now, Yaranthe, you must describe your epic encounter in detail. That might revise our tactics for future engagements. Any information could prove useful. Well now, this is an ominous relic. While the Emulja are known for their barbaric trinkets, I sense something is different about this one. I see. So it's the third such object you discovered within the domain of a primal. Well, it certainly seems feasible that it played a role in Ifrit's enhanced volatility. Return to your trophy to the Waking Sands and pray, bid Urian Jay to continue his investigations. Our eternal gratitude to you is both. But that last sentence, what the fuck did I just say? Our eternal gratitude to you is both? Jesus Christ, me. Anyways, to Urian Jay, or Jur, or, you know, however I feel like pronouncing it in the moment. The reports from the immortal flames have flown before thee. Dost thou return once more, bearing a curious tool of ritual magics? I sure do. Ah, yes. It doth most closely resemble the others in form, and I dare say, in function. The bone is, of course, a Ul'dah in origin. The servants of darkness revealed themselves to thee. I am put in mind of Archon Louisoir's words, yet ever shall primal desires burn. For burn they shall, or the Ascians ever toiling to stoke the fires. We are fortunate. Their careless taunting hath provided us with certainty, where before there existed only conjecture. It is unfortunate, however, that thy actions serve the Ascians' purposes so well. Whenever thou slayest our primal foes, the beastmen seek to raise ever more ferocious gods. And now, it seems, their ceaseless ambitions are answered only by living sacrifice. Each ritual object thou didst recover is a manner of focus, a tool fashioned from the bones of a willing worshipper. These foci contained the vast etheric power generated by the fervent prayers of a beast-man zealot in the moment of his death. This power was then poured into each primal during the rite of summoning, thus giving rise to the augmented avatar thou didst engage. To free us from the threat of the primals in truth, we must needs discover an escape from this endlessly escalating cycle of conflict. Such an answer will not, I fear, be readily attainable. So as long as understanding eludes us, there is no recourse but to continue or the slaying of primals. The ether they invariably hoard must be released back into the land. As the beastman deities wax ever more potent, it is a sad necessity that the nurturing of thine own strength cannot be ignored, an action that thou must take, even though it doth quicken the plans of the paragons. One of the paths to inexorable might hath ever been the pursuit of sturdy arms and armor, and in that endeavor I may be able to assist thee. Oh, ow. To tussle with gods. Urianger wished to introduce you to a means of acquiring superior arms. If thou art to weather these constant clashes against ever more potent primals, then thou must perforce arm thyself with extraordinary weapons. I have concluded negotiations with one Rowena, a merchant who doth abide at the Revenant's Toll. In exchange for the ritual objects thou hast collected, she hath promised to provide thee with a selection from her stock of unique armaments. Why would she consent to purchase these unsavory trophies? It is a simple question of infamy. Certain of her clientele are like to salivate at the very thought of possessing such forbidden items. There are few who can lay claim to the ownership of a ritual tool employed in the summoning of a primal. There is no cause for alarm. Any power the objects once held has long since been surrendered to the summoned deities. Unless thou worry on my account, I have gleaned from them what wisdom we required. I return to thee thy hard-won prizes. Hie thee to Revenant's Toll in Mordona, and see them swiftly into Rowena's hands. I'm gonna go to Lord Drillamon first and tell him about Shiva. Then we'll head to Mordona. Pray to Lone for your safe return. All here pray for your success, Thane. Tell us, have our prayers been answered? Even stronger than before, you say? Then we are truly fortunate for your intervention. It would be wrong to glory in this victory, for it is yours, not ours, indeed. Your very presence here is a testament to the inadequacy of our own preparations. Plainly, it is time that we reappraise the threat posed by the heretics and our readiness to address it. I can no longer say with any certainty that we are equal to the task. That is none of your concern. Forgive me. Your deeds shall not be forgotten, my friend. You, Urianger, and your entire order have my utmost thanks. Report to Urianger. God damn it, we are just there. Fine. Fine. 'Tis not the first time I have seen thee stride into the waking sands, wearing such a look. Although you have to get this close to my face. Really? Thou art as an open book, Yeranthe, wherein the tale of thy victory is writ large. In her redoubled strength, I glimpse the dark hand of the paragons. Her return and her very defeat serveth merely to continue the escalating cycle of conflict. Full glad am I of thine all-surpassing martial skills, Yeranthe, yet still more glad would I be were they not required. Would that the Lady Iceheart could be made to abandon her misbegotten crusade, until she be thus converted, or else slain. The people of Ishgard will know no peace. But be not disheartened. One day, by thy light, the darkness within and without shall be purged, and the Ascians shall taste lasting defeat. We need only have faith. Now we can go to Mordona. Before we do the turn in the ultimate ballad, I want to go talk to Rowena. I was very intentionally wanting to save the ultimate weapon for last. Greetings, adventurer. So, you're the one that's helped to trade some primal curiosities, are you? Urianger's guaranteed their authenticity. So why don't you let old Rowena here have a look at these ritual objects of yours? Yeah, I got a Vortex one, a Crag one, and an Inferno one. Card from Beastman Bones. Just like he described. Well, I'd be lying if I said these trinkets didn't make my skin crawl like a dynamite to my undergarments. In case you misunderstand, that's an expression of high praise, lad. It is. Yes. My customers will be gutting each other in the streets for a chance to purchase your trophies. Show them to Lorena, my acquisitions officer, and she'll walk you through the transaction. Alright. Lorena, are you over here? Over here? Oh, over there. God damn you, Rowena. You promised me a life of excitement in the exotic land of Mordona, and here I am, stocking your shelves like a trained opo. Hello there. May I help you, sir? Yeah, I got these things. What in the seven unholy hells are these gruesome things? Beastman ritual tools? Oh my god, you adventurers and your penchant for stealing the most disgusting souvenirs in your packs. Ugh. And that goes twice for Rowena for wanting to stock the stuff, and thrice for her adult customers for begging to buy it. Oh, I swear to god. That's neither here nor there, though. Whatever it is that drives you folk also fills my purse with coin. Now, were you thinking to trade for aught in particular? Ah, the special weapons we deal in, is it? Here, take a few of these tokens. You'll be able to exchange them for any arms you fancy. If you're one of those completionist types, I'm being called out, then you'll no doubt want an entire armory of the things. Just for me to set of those stomach-churning ritual tools, I'll see you rewarded with more tokens. Best hop to it. So we get 3 Rowena's tokens. I actually don't think I ever used these on my main. I was just like, I don't know what to do. But talking to Lorena here, we can take up the quest Primal Focus. And that has you go fight all three of Garuda, Titan, and Ifrit again. You'll get another 3 tokens. You can just repeat that once a day, once a week. I'm not entirely sure. Once or something. Let's see. It's probably Santana I'm supposed to exchange these with. Oh, I guess not. How about you, Oriana? No. Eilina? Yeah, Eilina. Ruida's token exchange. And we have some weapons we can get. We might as well get one, because, I mean, we've got the tokens for it. So let's just look and see what our options are. We've got Breakblade for Paladin. I kind of like it, and I kind of hate it. And it's paired with... Oh, there's 2 different shields. There's the Onion Shield, which I kind of like. And the Ancient Buckler, which is meh. Dual Hacken, which is a great name. Oh, I see some of these. Wait, is this Moonbreeda's axe? This looks like Moonbreeda's axe. It's a cool ass axe. Then we have Balmung, which is for a class that we don't have access to yet, but this looks pretty cool, not gonna lie. It's kind of tempting to get. The Holy Lance. Hellish Clutch, which we actually already have for our monk. Air Knives. What? Okay. Elfin Bow, which is meh. A Peacemaker, which is also for a class that we don't have access to yet. The Elder Staff for Black Mage. That's kind of cool. The Omnitome, another class though. Oh no, this is. Oh my god, that is horrifying. What the fuck? What's the Scholar version look like? Cognitome. Yeah, just a reskin. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Omnirod is also so horrifying. It looks like the head of a hag. Oh my god. And the last one, Ul'dah, which is another class that we don't have access to yet. It's not bad. I think I'm gonna go ahead and spin it though. Actually, you know, I don't. Dual Hacking, honestly, is my favorite of these. What is our warrior currently? What is the item level of these? These are item level 90. Oh. So whatever we're getting is just definitely going to be only for glamour. Oh, but I do hate our current battle axe that warrior has. So you know what? Yeah. We might get something better someday. That's cooler looking for warrior, but I'm going to take Dual Hacking. First of all, the name was Dual. I mean, it's probably supposed to be like Haken, but Dual Hacking just sounds like a perfect name for an axe. It's like, yeah, we're hacking. It's great. I love it. All right, now we'll go turn in the Ultimate Ballad. That might be my best work yet. Was it not just as you remember, Yarente? Actually, it was a bit souped up. Oh, come now. What's the harm in a little exaggeration? I only changed a few details for dramatic effect. And even if I had not, others would have done so eventually. 'Tis the nature of every story to grow with each telling. And now Alice, what else do you have here? Sing me another song. Oh, okay. In a place such as Revenant's Toll, information must flow along with wine. Why not linger downstream of Alice for a spell? What'll it be, Yarente? You know. Let me have a second. A certain patron of mine's been itching to have a word with you. Our friend, the Bard here. He says he needs inspiration that only an adventurer's tale could provide. plain lacking in imagination if you ask me. But he's not a bad sort. Wandering or not, he never tries to pay in song what he owes in copper. Yaranthe, can it be you? You've outdone yourself since last we met. That much I've heard. So you sojourned to Dalamud's shadow, yet lived to tell the tale. I was in these parts at the time, and felt the disturbance of the ether. It was the White Raven himself, you say? No wonder. Tell me more, my good Yaranthe. Recount to me your journey through the shadow. Take me there, on the wings of memory and imagination. Your stirring tale has, well, stirred me. Lo, I was a cauldron, bubbling fragrantly in the great kitchen of a castle keep. A stew of inspiration, a slew of verses. Listen, my good adventurer, and listen well. For the song I sing is of your tale. Into the flesh of darkness go bringers of light, for the flame that flickers in Bahamut's tomb. In that cloying black stirs a raven white, clawing blood from a barren womb. What was slain in silver proud did in golden malice rise, metals of infamy and ruin that every hero must despise. What say you? It is not exactly how you told it to me. Ah, but you forget. I am a poet. We read between the lines, rendering into words that which was left unspoken. Lest you wonder, I shall name this composition The Shadow of the Raven. The second Coil of Bahamut, Savage, is now accessible. Thanks to the musical stylings of the Wandering Minstrel, you can now relive your foray into the second Coil of Bahamut. As the name suggests, the second Coil of Bahamut, Savage, is a brutally difficult version of the raid of the same name. If you choose to undertake this challenge, it will be purely for honor and glory. So, Savage is kind of like... normal raids to Savage raids are roughly equivalent to normal hard trials to extreme trials, but Savage difficulty is considered to be at a higher difficulty than extremes. And they only give us ones for the second coil. I'm pretty sure there aren't any for final coil. I want to double check before I say something wrong here. So give me just a tick to look this up. But I'm pretty sure. There's definitely no Savage raids for the first Coil of Bahamut. That just does not exist. They did people. I don't know actually what their decision was for it, but it's probably a good reason. Because yeah. Is the wiki dead? It kind of looks like it. Yeah, it's not one to load on either my phone or on my computer. So that, I guess the ff14.consolegameswiki.com is currently dead. Cool. I will find the answer another way. Trying to, at least. Ah. Is this it? Yeah. So there's only Savage for the second tier of Bahamut. Now this is different because in later raid series for other expansions like Heavensward, Shadowbringers, whatever, there will be a Savage tier there will be a set of Savages for all three tiers, and you unlock them individually after you beat the normal version of the tier. But for A Realm Reborn, for some reason, it's only second coils. I don't know what the actual given reason is for why. I'm sure there's a good one. Either way, I don't have to play that because it's not related to the quest. The quest is just unlocking it. Yay! Cool. Don't gotta deal with it. What I do want to do though, before we finish up this section, is I just want to go through a quick overview of the loot that I got from the extreme fights. I went ahead and did each of the extremes with a friend. So we got some accessories. Well, they all drop accessories. So we got like chokers, rings, and necklaces. I'll just put in our armor chest here. I don't know what the armor level is going to be an improvement for anybody. For some of them, we got crafting materials that can be used to make a variety of things, really. So we got like the kingly whisker from Good King Muggamog. Barb of the World we got from Leviathan. We got diamond dust and ice here from Shiva. And that's all the crafting materials. Other accessories, yeah, we got our accessory from Ramu, and a few from Leviathan. That's an Ifrit. Oh, and this one's a Shiva. We got a lot of stuff from Shiva. We also got some weapons from some of the. Oh, we also got Ramu's card. I'll go ahead and just use that. We got some weapons. So we got a bow from Leviathan, the wave bow. It's actually pretty nice. I like its coloring. With the right outfit, I think that would look pretty cool. Adjudicator staff, which is it's the black mage weapon for Ramu. Also got that like little flicker of lightning. Those are the only weapons that we got for free, sadly. But then, oh wait, no, I lied. We also got a scholar book from Shiva, which kind of is whatever to me. I'm not a fan. And then there's our dual hacking. And then we got 3 weapon coppers, and I'm going to do like before. I'm going to open up random.org, put all the classes in a list, and we're just going to see which ones we get a weapon for. I'm just going to slot all of them in here because why not at this point? So we've got Monk, Dragoon, Ninja, Bard, Black Mage, Summoner, Paladin, Warrior, White Mage, and Scholar. And actually, I'm going to take off Scholar, Bard, and Black Mage because we did get one from those from the previews. So for Leviathan, it's going to be a warrior weapon. We just got dual hacking. Should I take warrior off for that? We just did get something cool for them. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to take warrior off the list just because they got something cool already. Summoner. That's going to be a boring one. It's just going to be the Summoner and Scholar weapons are for the most part the worst ones. They're just not very good. I think a lot of the times they're kind of boring. So we got the Wave Grimoire, which honestly that's okay. That's not bad. That's way better than the Shiva book the Scholar got. I'll allow that. Alright, let's take Summoner off the list. And getting a Ramu weapon will be our Paladin. Is there even a shield? I don't remember what this looks like. Oh, there is. Alright, so we have the sword, Thunder Strike, which, yeah, I don't hate. I mean, I don't know. I kind of don't know how I feel about that. And the shield, Thunderhead. Look at that. Alright, and then our last copper is for a Shiva weapon. It's either going to go to Monk, Dragoon, Ninja, or White Mage. And it's going to, oh, White Mage. I'm okay with that. I feel like we haven't gotten a lot of cool new stuff for White Mage recently. I mean, we got our Relic weapon, which maybe I should have disqualified this. But oh well. True Ice Cane. It's okay. I'm not thrilled by it, but it's okay. But with that, that is everything with all of our extreme trials and a little bit of an intro on Savages, but we're not going to be worrying about that ever, really. On to the next thing.